What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we are out at Hallett Motor Racing Circuit with the Camaro, and we're finally able to test out our new 4-point harness and our now fresh Goodyear G3Rs on this thing. So I have not been out at this track for 2 years. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve getting back into the swing of things. Now, I already went out for the first session and I didn't really record anything because I wanted to kind of shake the car down, see how everything felt, see how the Goodyears felt out on track, because I have never ran these before. So, and the Goodyears in question are just the factory Goodyear G3 F1 Supercar G3Rs. These are the 100 tread wear tires that come factory on the ZL1 1LE. I just never got to track this car with these tires. I had originally burned these things off at autocross before I started tracking this thing, and then I was tracking on autocross tires. So, like I said, this is the first time now on the factory 100 tread wear Goodyears. And then, like I said, we've got the 4-point quick fit in here, the E90 harnesses that are now in the car to kind of help me stay planted in the seat. Even though the factory 3-point does the cool, child lock feature, it just wasn't quite enough to keep you steady in the seat. So, like I said, first session felt really good with that harness in the car. Now, I did quickly look at lap times from that first session, and I am only currently running a minute 26. Now, my previous personal best from quite a long while ago is a minute 24.7, so we are a little bit off our pace from where we need to be, but hopefully with the harness and with now feeling how these Goodyears are on track, I'll have a little bit more confidence going out there and pushing a little bit harder on this next session. That first session, the first few laps, were absolutely ice skating out there on those, like I said, 0-mile Goodyears. Hadn't even driven them on the road, hadn't scrubbed them in or anything, so it was a little bit slippery. It was a little bit scary out there slipping and sliding, but tires are now warmed up, they're scrubbed in. We should be able to go and hit it right off the rip. So like I said, I'll strap the GoPro in on this one. We'll have the performance data recorder overlay and see what we can do. We've got some good cars out on track. We've got nobody slow out there messing up lap times, making the group run slow. So this is going to be hopefully a day where we can make some quick passes. Currently the car's just got 91 octane pump gas, but later in the day, we may put a few gallons of 100 octane Sunoco in this thing because that just wakes the car up so darn much. So let's go jump in the car. Let's hit session 2 and see if we can't shave off a little bit more time and get a little bit closer to our previous best.
Okay guys, so I thought I would at least talk you through a lap. Now I am randomly starting this lap about midway through a full lap from the straightaway, but again, I thought I would talk you through my thought process here on my Hallett counterclockwise laps. Now, we are actually coming up on my favorite element of the track, and that is this blind corner that you are able just to run the curbing on, jump up over that corner, and then quickly need to get on the brakes. Like I said, guys, we are getting ready to get back onto the main straightaway where you would be starting your lap. And we're actually getting ready to come up on a pretty ridiculous checkered cab looking thing, but you can watch that thing while we drive. So main straight here, I normally just leave the thing in 3rd gear and bounce it off the rev limiter. You could grab 4th and pick a little bit of time up, but then you are almost immediately hard braking back for this corner to get back on throttle. Again, a little bit of a blind hill here as you are firing down this 2nd straightaway, and then hard on the brakes for the tightest corner on the track down to 2nd gear. And again, this is a tight section as you are starting to gain a little bit of elevation pulling up this next corner. Now, I always fight that section there that we just drove through on getting my apexes correct, but I always end up struggling through it and make it work. Here's another section that you're always able to seemingly pick up a lot more time than I find is, getting that section correct here. Again, this coming up is my favorite section. You're able just to fly up this corner, jump on that curbing on the left, jump on the curbing on the right, and immediately bang back down into 2nd gear for this tight corner, and then roll right back on throttle as you are getting ready to come up to the final corner onto the main straightaway.
All right, guys, we just ran session 2 through the SD card into the computer, and we actually bested our personal best by 1.1 seconds. Previously, like 4 years ago, was my personal best out here, a 124.7. We just ran a 123.6. So the tires, I think it's all the tires. They grip really, really well. I think that it's got more in it. We just need to push the car a little bit harder. The grip's there. We just need to turn the wheels and let the thing grip and go. So we'll strap in for session 3 here and see if we can't knock any more time off this thing. Well, guys, I have absolutely no clue what good footage I was able to kind of compile, pick out of each of those sessions. But for my, I think, 4th session, I was able to beat again my personal best. So able to go home with a 123.4, which beat my previous best of 124.7. So shaved 1.3 seconds off of my previous best time way back in 2020. I had been here since, but not been able to beat it. So yeah, golly, those Goodyear G3Rs, the factory tire that this thing comes with, goodness gracious, they have grip. Now, I will say they do take a lap and a half to warm up. They were considerably looser, slipperier than my previous autocross Bridgestone Potenzas that I normally will autocross or had previously autocrossed the car and tracked the car, but goodness gracious, after a lap and a half, they had way more grip. There was so much confidence in that car being able to throw it into the corner on those Goodyears. It's almost like GM put that tire on from the factory for a reason. The 4-point seat belts was, again, another kind of game changer in that car. I'm normally so busy worrying about trying to keep myself in the seat. You know, knees are smashed into the center console and the door. I was able just to drive the car and not have to just sit there and think about sliding around. So that helped considerably. But again, it was those darn tires. Just a dedicated track tire like this versus my autocross tires that I previously run, just it makes all the difference. This thing was hooked up and absolutely able to just blast through corners, hold a whole bunch of quartering speed. It just was doing everything it was supposed to do. And the most important part here is that we're bringing it home on the trailer in one piece with no damage other than a little bit of tire wear and a little bit of brake wear. But I mean, that's the whole point of a track day. And like I said, the best part is it's coming home. This is the first time with the TRX out on the road since the cab off engine cylinder head replacement. And I can happily say it made the 2-hour drive here towing the Big Pig Camaro without any issue. So it's going to get filled up with fuel. We're going to get this thing home, get the Camaro thrown back in the garage, and check off a very successful track day out here at Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. So guys, hope you enjoyed a little new personal best here with the Camaro. And if you've got one and you're tracking it, just get the G3Rs. They are absolute rippers out here and they felt amazing. So guys, thanks for making our way all the way out to Oklahoma today. And thanks for watching. And guys, as always, thanks for watching and we'll catch you guys next time.